Hey guys, brought the Canik Prime out today with the Hellcat Pro Comp. So we got our Hellcat Pro Comp right there. Pretty nice. Not bad. The trigger is like about 5.5 pound trigger on this thing. Feels pretty good, honestly. For a carry gun, I like how heavy that trigger is. It's very defined, but still pretty smooth for roll through. And then you got your big old comp on the top. It's a ported barrel and comped slide. Not too bad. I think this is like 3.6 something inches for the barrel. And then we have our Canik Mete MC9 Prime. This has 3 ports on top, 3 ports and 3 comps essentially. So right on top of that slide right there, you have 3 ports, one right there, one right there, one right there. And it does a pretty good job overall. It's pretty smooth, probably reduces recoil for about 30%. And then the grip on this thing is probably the most comfortable. This is like a slimline compact essentially. And compared to this Hellcat Pro Comp, which is a little bit shorter. So if you put them side by side right there, it's just a little bit shorter without the magazine. And then of course you get 2 different types of magazines with these, but let me show you the trigger on the Canik before we move on to that. Both of these are ported and comp guns with cutouts for red dot optics. Nice trigger. I think this one comes in right around 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds. That's about a pound lighter trigger on this Canik Mete MC9 Prime versus this Hellcat Pro Comp. They both feel really good in the hand. This does have that flared magwell on the bottom, and then the Hellcat Pro Comp doesn't have a flared magwell, but it does go in pretty smoothly overall. Comes with a 15 and a 17 round capacity magazine. So the Canik comes with 2 17 round magazines, and then you can use all their other Canik magazines as well, so you can get their 20 round magazines for the Canik Prime series, which is cool. But yeah, flush fit 15, that feels pretty good. And honestly, that's almost as much as I like to go as far as the length of grip. Doesn't print very bad when you're concealed carry, but feels good enough to get a full-size grip on this Hellcat Pro Comp, which is cool. Now, the Canik does feel better than the Hellcat Pro Comp, but I mean, when you put a magazine in, it's going to stick out quite a bit more. So there's your 15 round, there's your 17 round. It's quite a bit difference of carry. And on top of that, the thinness is a lot better on this Hellcat Pro Comp. It's a little bit thinner. I believe this is like 1.2 inches, I believe, and this is 1 inch slim. So a little bit slimmer to carry versus the Canik Mete Prime. But both are really good guns, and if you're a bigger frame guy for carrying the winter, I would probably carry this in the winter. Easy, you know, to conceal with like a nice flannel shirt or a jacket. But the Hellcat Pro Comp I would carry all year round because you can carry that 15 round magazine, and then you can also have the 17 round backup magazine, which is nice, you know, for some more capacity right there. But we're gonna go head to head on these and see how they do. Now this does have a really good stippling on it. Now Springfield always has really good stippling on their guns. This Canik Mete Prime is probably one of the best felt stippled grip that I've ever felt, honestly. It's not too aggressive, but it's not too bad where it really digs into your skin, you know. And it does come with a Canik G-code holster, so pretty nice holster, flared on top. This can be an inside or outside the waistband holster, so nice on Canik's part that they come with a holster ready to go, so you don't need to buy anything at all. You're ready to go right out of the box there. And then both of these pretty close in price. The Canik Prime comes in around $600 plus or minus, and then the Hellcat Pro Comp comes in around $630 plus or minus. Both have the Picatinny rail right there, so you can mount a red dot light or laser on there. Not a red dot, but a light or a laser on there. And then yeah, both are cut for optics, and then they both have a night sight on the front. And then you can see the little U shape on this Hellcat Pro here, and then this has this 2 like blacked out ish dots on the back. And yeah, both good sights overall. I can shoot both these really well, but let's take them to the range and see how they run. All right, first up, we're going to start with this Hellcat Pro Comp. We're just going to really be testing for recoil. So I have a bunch of mixed ammo from Remington, Federal, Blazer Brass, Fiocchi. There's just a bunch of different 115, 124 grain. We're just looking for recoil, see which one has the tamest recoil, because that's the whole point of these comps, is to reduce recoil, felt recoil overall. Does make the gun louder though, FYI. So if you ever have to shoot this without hearing protection, it's going to be a lot louder having these comped imported barrels on there. But let's just look for, I just want to see which one has the least felt recoil. I did a video on the SIG P365X Macro Comp, which you can watch that right here. But we're just testing out the Hellcat versus the Prime today, and just to see. So let's see how we do. That doesn't feel bad at all, honestly. I really like the Hellcat Pro Comp. It's probably one of my favorite comp guns. I shoot it so good. I like the trigger on it, even though it's a heavier trigger. I mean, it's like a 5.5 pound trigger roughly, according to my trigger gauge. But the recoil is so tame, and I can get such a good purchase on this grip, even with that 15 round magazine. It just feels really good in the hand. So I'm gonna shoot back and forth between a couple targets here. All right, here we go. Yeah, that feels pretty good, but let's try the Canik and see how that feels. All right, so we got 17 rounds there, nothing in the chamber, but you could do +1 if you wanted to. I do like that flared magazine. All right, let's see how it feels here. They feel about the same, honestly. They both feel really good. I gotta go back to the Hellcat and see. That felt pretty darn good. Now let's go to the Hellcat Pro Comp. Now, having shot the Canik, this is a smaller grip. So that's the difference where you're gonna feel a little bit more recoil. But as far as muzzle flip, these both feel about the same. Yeah, there's a tiny bit more recoil, but like, really? For this having 3 ports on the top right there? I mean, I feel like this should be less, but honestly, feels about the same, guys. That's not gonna make a huge difference. So the only thing I do like a little bit better, the trigger feels better because it's a little bit lighter of a trigger, because it really, you know, there's your mush right there, there's your wall, but such a nice clean break. And then your reset on it is also very clean. Yeah, I mean, that feels really good. But this feels really good too. There's so many good options on the market nowadays. So you have your little bit less mush, but then you got your wall. Just a clean, smooth, that kind of rolls through break. And your reset, also really good. So yeah, I mean, these are both around $600-ish. And if I were to pick one, honestly, I'd probably go with the Hellcat Pro Comp. I do love the trigger on this, but the size is kind of what gets me. I mean, if you're gonna go for concealed carry, this is a great size. This is kind of like comparable to like the Glock 43X. So, but this one holds 15 rounds. Glock 43X holds 10 rounds. And this is nice and all, it holds 17 rounds, and it does have the best grip I've felt in like a slimline compact. This is more of a micro compact. It's closer to the micro than it is like a slimline compact, I would say, just because you got a little bit thinner grip, thinner slide on it as well. And then barrel length is surprisingly longer on the Hellcat Pro Comp, but the slide is shorter. So I like that better, just because, you know, for concealed carry, having the, you know, almost a 4-inch barrel, but still having concealability, that's pretty cool. Let's shoot one more mag out of him though, and just see one more time. I gotta test one more time here. Got the 17 round mag for the Hellcat Pro Comp, so we're gonna shoot that next. I do like shooting this thing. Let's do a couple fast shots this time. All right, here we go. Feels good. I mean, you can shoot it quick. That's what I like about the Hellcat Pro Comp. That big old port really calms it down. All right, let's put another 17 round into the Canik, and we'll do the same thing. All right, shoot it fast. I think I was 5 shots on the last one. Honestly, when I shoot it faster, I think the Hellcat Pro Comp is a little bit less recoil overall in muzzle flip than this Canik Prime. The Prime is nice and it's great, and it's definitely a little bit less recoil than their MC9 LS, but not by much. It was surprisingly not as much as I thought it would be. Feels good though. It's not rough or anything. It's not going to be like a 365, like a really micro compact. Let's feel this one more time. I think I can fire this a little bit faster in this Hellcat Pro Comp. Let's try the Canik Mete Prime. About the same, really. These are both really good guns. I like them both a lot. They shoot really good, and that's transferring from target to target. That's pretty quick acquisition between targets. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. If you're a Canik lover, shoot, go with the Canik. If you like Springfield, or if you like the SIG P365 series, those are great as well. Glock 43X, 48, those are all really good. Glock 19. Yeah, both are really fun. I just want to take these out today, kind of feel the difference and see if they had very much difference. Honestly, I don't think they do. They're pretty close to the same price. And these are both excellent products. Guys, thanks for watching this video. I love you. Stay safe, keep on shooting. Have a great day.